Hey folks, it's Billy DKY, the truth seeker that simplifies and demystifies. This is Into the Mind of BJ Penn during the UFC 112 prediction cycle. This is the second video of two videos, so if this is the first video you're looking on this, you need to go probably somewhere there's a video response, or go look for the first one and watch it first, because this may not be nearly as good without seeing it. So on with the video. BJ Penn versus GSP, and again, notice I said BJ is straightforward, and GSP really has a lot of feminine too, so their feminine almost in a way cancels out. I think BJ's probably more feminine, but anyway, if you notice that first fight, GSP was losing the straight up, striking battle with with BJ Penn, and so then, second round he had to resort to, more cleverness to avoid the strengths of BJ Penn. He couldn't handle him straight up. So in the second fight, you notice that GSP come into it a lot more clever. He no longer believes in his straight up ability to deal with BJ Penn. He had to use cleverness, and he did an exceptional job in doing that, which I was really impressed. Plus, I think BJ had an off day, but maybe he did. Maybe just GSP was that good. But notice what GSP knew that BJ Penn was scared of his wrestling, so he'd fake like he's going for a shoot, and BJ be putting his hand down to block the shoot, and GSP would come back up with a punch to the face, and so it made him look like he's a better striker than BJ, but he really wasn't. He was using cleverness. So that leads into my second point. How do you beat BJ Penn? In the short run, you beat BJ Penn by being clever, because he has a hard time with that, because he is so straightforward. He thinks straightforward. And you notice that sort of, I don't know if it's really that same way with the Jens Pulver, BJ Penn, the first Jens Pulver versus BJ Penn fight, where basically Jens Pulver would scramble out of when BJ would try anything on the ground. He was real good at scrambling out, and I guess BJ did learn a little, and like I said, in the long run, if you want to beat BJ Penn, you got to use those 9 principles I talked about, because you got to become more straightforward and just more straightforward and straight up talent, which you will grow if you use those 9 principles. And the link is the first link in the information section of this video. I think I don't know, he switched a lot of stuff around. I think it's down now. I don't know. Okay, so, and let's see what else. Oh, and notice too, like I said, the straightforward thrives in the long run, and the short run, the cleverness and stuff like that, and bully-mindedness can work out for you. And notice where Jens Pulver's at now, and notice where BJ Penn is, because Jens Pulver beat BJ Penn the first time they fought. I watched that, and it was clear that he won. He just outclassed him a little bit. Okay, what is the future for BJ Penn? It's really hard to know. I mean, after that one fight, he said, "Why am I doing this?" "Oh yeah, I'm doing it for the fans," and so part of me thinks he's gonna quit. Part of me don't know. He's the best BJ Penn he's ever been, in my opinion. It's really hard to know, but I think he'll go further than GSP, because he is a little more feminine. He is more straightforward, but I really don't know. It's hard to say. BJ's, like I say, he's doing the best I've ever seen. I just don't know. I don't have any idea. Okay. I have like I said, the link to those 9 principles of falling away growth is in the information section, which again I think is down below now. I think they're switching it. YouTube's doing all kinds of reconstruction. Also, there's a playlist for the Into the Mind series that I've got going on, and it's popped up. You can click it, and there's a couple other videos in there on MMA training, which is not about doing arm bars. It's about using those 9 principles and how to be a good MMA fighter. So all the other stuff besides the technical aspects of it. And then also have a hypothetical fight system, blah blah blah. Anyway, until the next video, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Later, folks.